Welcome back to Aznbbqboy. It's me, Eric, and if you're enjoying content on this channel, please give this video a thumbs up. Even better, leave a comment down below, and if you really love me, a subscribe. So in today's episode, I'm going to be doing something a little special to me, because I'm going to be breaking the ice on my very first Kamado Joe, doing a surf and turf. Let's go! So I want to give a huge shout out to my friends over at Paprika for always looking after me with the best steaks in Melbourne. So this piece of beauty right here is a 1.2 kilo dry aged ribeye done especially for me. So cheers boys over at Paprika, you guys rock. Alright, so what I would like to do prepping my steak is first I like to pat it dry. Get rid of any excess residue or any piece of excess fat that's hanging around. So this looks good to me. And once I've done that, I don't usually put salt in my rub because I like to control the amount of salt that I put on it. So I'll give it a nice layer of salt first before applying my other seasonings. And remember, you want to be generous when applying this salt because this is a really thick cut of meat. You want to make sure that as much salt as possible penetrates as much of the meat as possible. And never forget sides. After I've salted the ribeye, I'm going to be applying my rub. Descriptions on this rub will be made available in the description box below. Alright, now that our steak looks nice and coated on like this, I'm going to need to leave this here for a minimum of 1 hour. It's a thick cut of meat. And with a thick cut of meat like this, it needs time for all the seasonings to penetrate into it. So I'm just leave this here, let it rest while I go set up my Kamado. Let's go. Oh my God, guys, how exciting. Putting my Kamado to the use for the first time. Let's see how this will turn out. So the coal looks about ready to me. I'm going to set up our Kamado with a 2-zone cooking using our deflective shields. So I'm going to place this right at the bottom. I'm going to place first cooking rack over there. You know what? I should have been using this. Yep, perfect. And the last cooking rack I'll be leaving up here. And I'm gonna leave the steak right up here on the indirect side, and we'll be cooking this until it hits an internal temperature of around 115 degrees Fahrenheit. So then after that, I will give it a nice sear. Gonna be leaving this cast iron skillet right next to it, just so I can heat it up, and I'll be cooking some scallops in here with some butter and some garlic. Our steak is at a temp of 120 degrees Fahrenheit. What I'm doing now is wrap it, let it rest for a bit while I char off some of the octopus and finish cooking off the scallops. Once all that's done, this bad boy steak here is ready to be seared off. Alright guys, that was a bit of a learning experience. My first time using the Kamado, so I was trying to get used to cooking on the different levels that the Kamado Joe has. Alright, so now that all the little dishes are done, let's see how well we cooked our steak. Wow, how good did that look? Kinda overdid the steak a little because my first time using the Kamado Joe, so it does take some time getting used to. But other than that, it still looks super gorgeous, smells phenomenal, and super tender with an awesome sear on the outside. Beautiful. Yeah. Wow. I can eat steak any time of the day, any time of the week. This is my favorite. Well guys, if you enjoyed my first cook on the Kamado Joe, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.